Don't get me wrong. The Chuckles is a small, provincial little town. Always was, always will be.
So you are going to take off, just not today?
Not today. And when I do, maybe you'll come along.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. I still got a lot to teach you. And I do well with a partner in crime.
You're just saying that because you think I'm your son.
Wait a minute. Is that mine?
Is what? This?
It looks just like this one.
It does. It actually looks great on you.
I know.
No, I bought this one somewhere else. Anyway, Holly has been gone long enough for me to sort through the 10 different versions of the story about how my life began, you know, and I don't know, I'm still not convinced that she's my mother.
Well, I am. The evidence is in. I was with her in Singapore 9 months before you were born.
So what? I mean, there's no proof that you knocked Holly up.
The DNA test will prove it.
Look, well, what if it doesn't? You know, what if she was lying to us?
You're just jumpy because the test results are coming in today. You know, you're preparing yourself for an outcome.
Look, Holly was only here to steal Tracy's money. That's all. She was trying to trick you into...
Holly did not trick me. You are my son. I knew it the first time I looked at you. I knew it. Not up here, but in my gut. I did. I recognized you. Hell, I even remembered you somehow. And when Helena said it out loud, it made perfect sense. Hell, man. That's why we think alike. That's why we move alike. That's why we have the same instincts. That's why you read Hemingway on the back of matchbook covers.
Oh, you read matchbooks too, do you?
You see, that's it. That is me, right there.
What?
That. You make a smart-ass remark when the other guy is pouring out his heart.
Okay, you want me to pour out my heart? Fine. I want you to be my father. More than I've wanted anything for a very long time. But that doesn't mean you are.
Ethan, I know one thing for sure. I have 3 kids. 2 of them I raised. One of them tried to rip me off one night in the middle of a blizzard. Lucky, Lulu, and you. You 3. You're what I leave behind me when I take the final drop. You are the 3 who prove that Lucas Lorenzo Spencer was here in this miserable son of a bitch of a world.
Well, what if it's just Lucky and Lulu who are the proof? And I'm just a ringer.
Well, in that case, I'll love you like a son anyway. But you are no ringer. You are the real deal.
All right. Oh, no, I can't take this anymore. I'm sorry. Just sitting around. I gotta move. I gotta do something.
I rest my case.
I don't expect you to invite me in.
And why not? Why don't you come on in and see the house that my dad couldn't wait to leave?
Oh, it's nice. This is nice. It's great for a family.
Which would explain why my dad, excuse me, our dad couldn't stand it.
Cheer up, mate. Holly could have been lying about everything. You know, we might not be brothers after all.
You know, I didn't want to see it, but I do.
See what?
You're just like him. You know, your build, your height, attitude.
Attitude's not genetic. Oh, you're a shining example of that. You couldn't be less like Luke if you tried, which you do.
Well, when you know Luke Spencer as well as I do, you tell me if you want to be just like him.
Ethan, been thinking about the Texas Hold'em game. Might be interested.
The Texas Hold'em game? Oh, Americans are so loving of their vague double entendre. But I'm afraid that our virile young bartender isn't here.
How do you know?
You know, you really aren't very careful. There was no challenge at all to follow you around today.
You're lying.
Well, the Jetty Docks, where you seemed so at home, and Jason Morgan's lair. Well, I didn't venture too close to that particular location, I'll admit. But then a quick stop for a cup of coffee, and here.
All right, leave me alone.
Your defiance is becoming tedious.
I'm not going to help you.
Of course you are. Or you'll lose Nicholas forever.
Seriously doubt that.
No, he's too polite to show it. But Nicholas is already having second thoughts about you. Now, if you refuse to cooperate, I'll have to tell him the truth about you. That you are a schemer and a thief. That you came here to steal Emily's inheritance and the love of her life.
You can't prove anything.
Now, there's no need to make this unpleasant. I'll contact you shortly with instructions. That's not very complicated. I want several things from Nicholas, and you are going to get them for me.
Don't count on it.
You're a very naughty girl, Helena. Using the Emily clone to torment poor little pitiful Prince Nicky?
Well, Luke, darling, I do wish you hadn't heard that.
You know, you couldn't be so angry with Luke if you hadn't loved him first.
He's my father, of course I love him. I just can't stand him most of the time.
Why is that? What did he do that was so terrible?
That's for him to tell you. Or not.
All right, Luke and I took another DNA test. This is one of the ones that you mail into the lab, so there's no chance that Tracy can tamper with the results, which are supposed to come today.
We'll go buy him a bottle of scotch so when it's official you can go off and celebrate on a father and son drinking bench.
Could you dial down the bitterness for 5 seconds, maybe? I came here to try to tell you that when I was talking to Luke about all this, he told me you, Lulu, and possibly me are what he leaves behind in this world, the proof that he was here.
Right, because it's all about him.
Okay, I get it. Luke's wrong, you're right, and I'm a fool for wanting him to be his son. But I am.
The DNA results?
Yeah, see for yourself.
Tell our dad congratulations.
You know, you could try congratulating me too. It's not every day that I get to find out Luke Spencer is my father.
He's gonna break your heart, Ethan. At least when he does, you'll know your big brother warned you.
They tell me, those who claim to know about such things, that love is pure and not meant to be wielded as a weapon.
Oh, but it's so effective. How could I resist?
And you're so brilliant at it.
Oh, thank you.
First, you find out who your enemy loves, and then you use the beloved against them. It's brilliant.
Well, I'd hardly consider Nicholas an enemy. Everything I've ever done has been for his own good. But as for that Rebecca, whatever her real name is, she could be very effective leverage.
Yes, she would be, except that now I know what you're up to. And that means it's going to cost you.
Very good, Apollo. Yes. No, that was excellent work. Excellent timing. You're very light on your feet. I love that in a bodyguard, among other things. You can go. Oh, Luke. I've missed you so. It's been far too long since I've had you at my mercy.